in form right now. Jarve Flowers has had 2 straight games with over 3 touchdowns, and he's been a great plug-in for the Monsters offense.
Last week, 6 receptions, 99 yards to go with those 3 touchdowns. He has great breakaway speed, and he is not afraid of the walls. Watch this one here in the corner. There he goes, but he held on for the touchdown. He's also got tremendous breakaway speed. As you see, he pulls away from the defensive back all the way to the end zone. Meanwhile, for the Renegades, Zuri Davis out of Texas Arlington, 4th in the league in yards receiving and tied for 7th with 14 touchdowns to lead the Renegades team.
Yeah, Davis is a dynamic player. He's got 7 games this year with over 5 receptions for that game. You mentioned the 14 touchdowns. He's a big play target. He's going to be the main catalyst for this offense right here. And you're going to see a lot of targets go to number 11's way.
And he's got that breakaway speed just like Flowers has got. And he can be very tough for the secondary to cover. So that's the story tonight here in Duluth, Minnesota. The Monsters and the Renegades. Back with the start after this on HTN.
You want soft?
Over the boards he goes.
Wrong building.
It is a touchdown.
This is Arena Football 1. Walls, speed, impact. This game doesn't slow down.
Touchdown, Wolfpack!
It closes in. 8 men, nowhere to run. Hockey speed, football violence. Don't blink, because in here, the ball never dies. Watch Arena Football 1 live all weekend long.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us. That's us, that's us.
This is not just football. This is speed, intensity, and non-stop action. Welcome to Arena Football 1, where the field is smaller, but the hits are harder, the plays are faster, and every second counts. High-scoring battles, electric atmospheres, and athletes pushing the limit on every snap. No breaks, no mercy. Just football at full throttle. This is where legends ride, and the game never slows down. Arena Football. One fast, fierce, unforgettable. Watch on Home Team Network.
And welcome everybody on HTN. The kickoff is just about to take place. Michael Hall kicking for the Monsters. And back is Jaden Burrell out of Tyler Junior College. The kick is off and juggled. Burrell in the end zone trying to get out of there. Barely gets out to the near side as he is corralled at about the 1 or 2 yard line on the play. Great special teams as the tackle Claude Davis starts out the Renegades in poor field position.
Yeah, it was a good tackle there. Looked like Shiloh Flanagan held up Claude Davis, finished him off right there. As special teams, the great start here, and it seems like ever since Michael Hall's been at the kicking helm for the Monsters, the special teams has excelled.
So they will start from the 1 yard line. Cam Peters at quarterback. They have a fullback right next to him. 2 wideouts make it 3 to the far side. And we've got a penalty thrown on the very first snap, blowing everything dead. Looked like there may have been either early motion or encroachment by the offense. And we will get the call.
Offside.
Oh.
Defense, number 1. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So it'll be 1st and 5 up at the 6-yard line for Beaumont. Beaumont coached by Corey Mayfield, who last year led them to the National Arena League Championship, and he won Coach of the Year honors. The MVP of that league last year was Carl Robinson, who started the year as their quarterback. Robinson will be in the shotgun. He is starting at quarterback tonight. Snap back to him. He's back in the end zone, throwing deep and just over leading Zuri Davis out of Texas Arlington as he was slanting towards the far end zone, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from their own 6-yard line.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot downfield there. He got early 1st down and 5. Looked like they're just off by a half a step there. Maybe see Davis take a dive for that one. Now, stoppage in the field.
Beaumont.
And
their first.
a 30-second timeout taken by Beaumont, the first of their 3 timeouts. Carl Robinson, in 8 games this year, has completed 53% of his passes for 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 843 yards. Cameron Peters played last week against Kentucky. I thought he would be the starter, but they are needing this win tonight with Robinson.
Yeah, it was interesting to see during this timeout they switched out the football, so maybe they had the K-ball still out there. The K-ball is a kicker football, usually more inflated, so the kicker can kind of get a bigger boot out of it. But so I think we got it. So it'll cost Beaumont a timeout, but they'll get the correct football out there at least for them.
Or perhaps it was shipped by the New England Patriots from a couple of years ago. Just saying that, folks.
Yeah, that one might have been a little more deflated, though, rather than inflated.
Cam Robinson, by the way, out of Delta State University in the heart of the Mississippi Delta in Mississippi, right along the Mississippi River. Robinson fires it across the way. Pass complete for a 1st down. The catch made by Vincent Wilkerson, who also went to Delta State after he initially signed for the University of Memphis Tigers. So he was staying in the Mid-South one way or the other. It's enough for a 1st down to the 12-yard line. They needed 5, they got 6.
A good pickup there. Just ran it to the sticks, got as much as he could after the catch there. Things going good early on here for Beaumont.
Man in motion, 3 to the near side. Up to throw Robinson. He fires one in, and it's knocked free. It was in the belly there of Wilkerson, but as he was being brought down, looked like the tackle was Javante Hayes. He pried it free.
Yeah, you'll see Hayes right here in his hip pocket. It was a great job there. You can see him break on it right here. Knock it away. Bang, bang play. No early contact there. Perfect play there by the defensive back.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Renegades from their 12-yard line. Wilkerson wide to the near side, slot near side. And there is the pass. Wilkerson makes a leaping catch just shy of midfield, and he is bulldogged to the ground, something folks in Texas are kind of used to there by Javante Haynes.
Yeah, it was a good pitch and catch there too. Wilkerson right on that left sideline there, right, moving it right just shy of midfield.
So it's at the 24-yard line, another 1st down. They picked up 12 on the catch by Wilkerson at their own 24, a yard shy of midfield. And it is 1st and 10, 3 wideouts far side, wide side of the field. post pattern, and the ball caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Renegades. The touchdown, a 26-yard TD reception.
That was a great post pattern right over the middle. Perfect ball there. Placed by Carl Robinson. Beat the safety over the top in the corner. It was nowhere to be found behind him.
Well, they switched the number on us with the game lineup. 24 was not there. Now here will be the point after by Evan Bird, who is 62% this year. 26 of 42. Bad snap. Picked up. Ball thrown. And it winds up in the hands of Trevion Jones of the Monsters.
The kick is no good. The kicker made contact with the football.
The kick no good. And so 10:58 to go. In the first quarter, it is a 6-0 lead for the Renegades. And so the Monsters now will start, as that drive went a total of 99 yards, including a penalty on 6 plays.
Yeah, it was a great start on the road if you're Beaumont coming into Duluth. First time they played against this Minnesota team, but they made a statement on that opening drive. They took what the defense gave them. They took their shot early and often on those first and second down plays.
So the kick coming up from Bird, and back deep for the Monsters. The up man is Michael Thompson, and probably Delvin Randall is back in the end zone to play it off the net. And of course, you do have, as in most arenas, a big scoreboard over the middle part of the field. That one hit the far bracket. It's loose in the end zone, and who's got it? It is a touchdown for the Renegades.
It's going to be number 23, Keon Davis, getting under that thing, but I don't know what Jarve Flowers is waiting for. It's a live football. There's no bending at the waist. You at least get on the ground and dive for it.
Kevion Davis wins the battle in the corner. It was 2 Renegades against 3 Monsters.
Therefore, we have a touchdown, Beaumont.
So it's a touchdown for Beaumont. And quickly, a chance for another point after here by Evan Bird. Well, probably the best it was going to be for the Monsters there was to recover it and give up a point.
Yeah.
Instead, they give up 6 and maybe 7. They will go for 2, will the Renegades. Robinson in the shotgun. Barral will be the motion man on the near side. He play action fake to him, and they overthrow the tight end eligible. And that, I believe, was Aleki Sanita Tapa out of Adams State. 6'5", 315. So far, the break's going Beaumont's way. They have the lead. First possession coming up for the Monsters.
The AF1.com.
Over the boards he goes.
The moment it happens.
Touchdown, Oregon Lightning.
The hits, the highlights, the news that shakes the league. It's already here. This isn't yesterday's story. This is right now. The AF1.com is your inside line to everything Arena Football 1. The AF1.com. Don't hear about it later.
My grandfather, Maurice Nieder, lived in Belgium during World War II and was desperate to escape Hitler's invasion. Using his gold coin collection, Maurice negotiated safe passage to America on a clipper ship for him and his family. My name is Charles Nieder. We've owned Bayside Coin and Jewelry for over 33 years. As one of just a few gold buyers in the state, recommended by the U.S. Mint, you can trust us to buy or sell your gold and silver.
Visit Bayside Coin and Jewelry in Bellingham.
My grandfather, Maurice Nieder, lived in Belgium during World War II and was desperate to escape Hitler's invasion. Using his gold coin collection, Maurice negotiated safe passage to America on a clipper ship for him and his family. My name is Charles Nieder. We've owned Bayside Coin and Jewelry for over 33 years. As one of just a few gold buyers in the state, recommended by the U.S. Mint, you can trust us to buy or sell your gold and silver.
Visit Bayside Coin and Jewelry in Bellingham.
Also tonight, the other game is in Saginaw, Michigan, Oceanside at Michigan this evening. That's basically a makeup game for when Orlando decided to cease operations earlier this season. That's okay. And the kick lined out of play at the near side, so that will go out to the 20-yard line. And good field position for the Monsters at their own 20-yard line. Javante Johnson is their quarterback. He has thrown this year for 1,427 yards, fifth in the league, and tied for third with 34 touchdowns this season. Interesting addition, Shiloh Flanagan, who had been at Kentucky, was released, and the Monsters picked him right up. He goes wide to the near side. Slot near side is Flowers. And wide out to the far side as the snap is from the Monsters' 20-yard line. They've got big Claude Davis there in the pistol formation. Yo-yo formation for the far side wideout. The pass in and out of the hands of Thompson. I think for a moment he took a peek over his left shoulder, made an adjustment, could not hang on to it.
I like the aggressiveness right away. The fence in the 12-0 hole. It was just right on the money, the kind of the back shoulder there for Thompson, in and out of the hands as he came to the turf. Now second and long.
Wide side of the field across the way. High motion man is Flowers to the short side. And we've got early motion. I think it's going to be on the Monsters. And that's been something that has off and on been a problem for the Monsters this year. That'll cost them 5 and bring up second and 15.
Seems like when games are going good for them, it's not been an issue. But when they're going bad, these penalties compile and they pile up quickly. No, this game doesn't mean much because you sit in a 12-0 hole in the first quarter. You want to get something positive going on in your first series of the game.
Monsters have not been in this situation this early in a game this year. Second and 15 from their 15. 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field. Pass over the middle, nearly picked off by Malik Jones. Malik Jones broke on the ball and nearly had a pick six.
Yeah, I mean, looked like Javante Johnson was looking at his chops, staring down Jarve Flowers the entire way, just floated one, and Jones nearly made him pay, and he should have made him pay there on that dropped, or PBU can give it to him, but it was dropped interception nonetheless.
3rd and 15 now from the 15. They snap it from the near side NFL college hash mark, that is. The NFLs are in the middle of the 4 hash marks. Back to throw. Johnson, wide open. Thompson to the 15, to the 10, down to the 9-yard line. And Malik Jones, who nearly had the interception, had to save a touchdown there. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Monsters.
Much better job there.
Are we getting a feed on number 24?
No. It's like,
oh.
Coach Mayfield's no longer with the program now, but
okay.
It's a much better job there by Johnson, surveying downfield and finding his target.
Here is Flanagan, circular motion to the far side. A quick little pitch to Davis. The big guys to the 5, tackled by 3 Renegades, and he still powers them down to the 2-yard line. They call him the Claude Father, Claude Davis. Davis, in terms of rushing this year, he is 3rd in the league with 115 yards this season. It's now 2nd and goal. There's the handoff. Davis is powered down for no gain at the 2-yard line. Among those in there, once again, Malik Jones. Also in there on the tackle, Sidney Jones. So it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Under 7 minutes remaining. And Beaumont with a quick 12-0 lead. Over the football is Torrey Boyd, 6'4", 315 out of Howard University. Davis is the fullback. Flanagan, yo-yo motion, gets the handoff, sweeps to the far side, breaks away from one tackle, and he is in trouble back at the 15 as he is tackled by, among others, Devin Kirkwood, a defensive back out of UCLA.
Yeah, Flanagan went nowhere but backwards on that one. Maybe got a little too cute there on a down and distance goal for the Monsters.
They stop his progress at the 9-yard line, where it's 4th and goal at the 9. So a loss of 7 on the play for the Monsters. Flowers in motion, 3 to the near side. A lob pass, out of play. Was it tipped at the line?
I think there's some sort of different spiral on that one from Johnson. I think that one was tipped at the line. He was trying to point at something, but nonetheless, good stand there by Beaumont.
And the ball will go over on downs. And with a 12-point lead, Beaumont will get it in decent shape with 5:40 to go in the first quarter here in Duluth, Minnesota.
We move fast in Everett. Whether it's keeping your car clean or tearing up the AstroTurf, Tommy's Express is proud to sponsor your Washington Wolfpack. The heart, the hustle, and the pride of the Pacific Northwest. One team, one city, one community. After the final horn, roll through Tommy's Express and keep that ride as clean as the Wolfpack's game. Tommy's Express, official car wash of the Washington Wolfpack.
The Monsters unable to convert on 4th and goal from the 9, and that's where the Renegades will start this drive at their own 9-yard line. Robinson, and we've got early motion, we've got encroachment. You can probably take your choice on that. It's early motion against the Renegades.
First down.
So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 4-yard line. So both teams either really pumped up for this one or perhaps not. You never know. One of these teams already in the playoffs, and they've got the number 3 seed no matter what happens tonight. So here we go now after the penalty. 1st and 15 from their own 4-yard line. In motion, Davis. There's the pass. It is complete, spinning away and up to the 10-yard line. And see if we can. Oh, it is. Okay. It is. We were told he'd be 14. He's 24. Jaden Burrell out of Tyler Junior College. So the ball is at the 10, picked up 6, 2nd down and 9. Robinson dropped for a loss on the play in the backfield. Shai Hill, linebacker, 245 pounds out of Joan College. That drops him a TFL.
That's when the Monsters are at their best, when that front 4 is getting home to the quarterback. They did it there. They're going to back him up behind the 6 once again to bring up a 3rd down and long.
3rd and 13 at the 6-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. 3 wideouts far side. Robinson over the middle, finds a man open, and that is Burrell. Takes it all the way up to about the 23-yard line, their own 23, a 17-yard reception, and a 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Early on here, Burrell has been a top target so far for quarterback Robinson. He's hit him 3 times, once for a score at a similar position here on their first drive of the game.
And he's the motion man, giving him 3. Quick out to the far side. Spun down at the Monster 23-yard line on the play, Vincent Wilkerson.
Yeah, a little screen pass there, but it's blown up by Javante Hayes. Hayes shed 1 tackle, dove at the ankles of Wilkerson and wrapped him up. Good open field tackle there to limit the gain to just about 3.
2nd down and 6. Call it the Monster 22-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 12-0 Beaumont. Robinson with a quick slant to the near side. Davis gets hit once and 2 and 3 times before he goes down. Zuri Davis, their leading receiver, with the catch. And he picks up a yard.
Yeah, Davis's first catch of the game, and he paid the price for it, just picking up 1 yard there. But he got the boom laid on him as soon as he turned upfield.
It'll be 3rd and 5 from the Monster 21-yard line. Again, 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field. Robinson, who can be a dangerous runner, pushed into the wall across the way by Dontorian Best, linebacker for the Monsters. And they give him progress to the 17. He gets 4, and it's 4th and 1 at the Monster 17.
Yeah.
Leading, oh, go ahead.
Looked like Robinson had the first down picked up, kind of slowed up. Can't run out of bounds here in Arena League and ran short of the sticks.
Robinson 6th in the league in rushing at 98 yards. He is their leading rusher. 4th and 1, less than a 1 actually, at the 18-yard line. And we have a timeout.
prior to the delay of game. Timeout, Beaumont, their second. 30 seconds.
They take another 30-second timeout to avoid a delay of game.
Yeah, you can't take them with you, so you might as well use them. And their second one early on here, especially in the first quarter, but a big play. I know it's still in the first quarter here, but a big fourth down. The Monsters trying to gain back the momentum.
They've been going 3 wideouts to the wide side a lot, but that last one there, one of the receivers did a route to find some open area over on the near side, kind of trying not to flood one area, but somebody trying to find a seam. So,
kind of interesting here. Are they going to go to the ground game? It's going to pick your poison. You need about, it looks like a half a yard right now on this 4th and short. Coming out of the timeout, you just got to pick your best play to get 1 yard.
Actually, it's really about a 1.5 feet. They need to get it right to the 17-yard line. 4th down and 1 from the 18 of the Monsters. They lead 12-0 to the Renegades. Colby Thomas over the football to center. Under center is Robinson. Tappa looks to be the running back. Quick pass, and it is a first down. Breaking a tackle and taking it down inside the 10 is Jaden Burrell, who has been the big guy, big target for them tonight.
Yeah, Burrell's just 5'11", 180. Runs a good route here. Just had to break 1 tackle, and he had daylight after that. After he broke the 1 tackle, Holiness came streaming down the field, but nonetheless, they're going to pick up the first down on 1st and goal coming up with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
He got 9. It's 1st and goal now at the 9, and an opportunity for the Renegades to take a 3-touchdown lead. In motion is Davis. And put against the wall, out of play. Across the way at about the 3 was Wilkerson. So it'll bring up 2nd and goal. From the 3-yard line. They picked up 6 there. A lot of positive yardage right now on the offensive plays for the Renegades.
Yeah, the Renegades offense has had no problem so far. They've yet to be stopped. Or they did. And so now the Monsters trying to stop them here on a short distance to go here.
Wilkerson load wide out to the wide side of the field, the near side. Penalty marker thrown on the play before the snap.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. Makes it from 2nd and goal from the 3 to 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
That is the end.
And they let the clock run out.
quarter.
That is the end of quarter number 1. And it's a 12-0 lead, and the Renegades are threatening again. Thanks for viewing tonight here on HTN.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
This is not just football. This is speed, intensity, and non-stop action. Welcome to Arena Football 1, where the field is smaller, but the hits are harder, the plays are faster, and every second counts. High-scoring battles, electric atmospheres, and athletes pushing the limit on every snap. No breaks, no mercy. Just football at full throttle. This is where legends ride, and the game never slows down. Arena Football. One fast, fierce, unforgettable. Watch on Home Team Network.
The Renegades will open the second quarter 8 yards away from a third touchdown this evening. Robinson under center. 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field across the way. Robinson looking to throw. A penalty marker is thrown. He throws it into the stands in the direction just outside the goal line of Wilkerson. But now let's sort it out.
Holding. Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
So it'll go back to the 18-yard line. And it'll be second and goal from there. Suddenly they're going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, maybe these are the characteristics why this team is 4-7 coming in tonight's contest. They've only gone backwards since picking up about 6 yards on first down.
Wilkerson wide to the far side. Burrell one slot. And now in motion, Davis circling to the near side, wide out. Robinson over the middle. Gets hit hard. The ball comes free, but he makes the catch. The tackle, Dontorian Best, who did his best to get Aleki Sanita. I'll try it again. Aleki Sanita Tapan. He's from California. And, yeah, he's from Adams State.
He did about as good of a job he can do there. 6'5", 315, and he is all of that.
On the hit, Best's helmet just popped free. Third and goal from the 13-yard line. Robinson throwing into the end zone and overthrows Burrell in the far corner of the end zone. The far turn of the boards, bringing up fourth down.
Looks like Burrell got stepped on as he's faded back. And this overshot Burrell there. And now we'll see the kicking team here, but we saw the struggles on their first touchdown as there's a low snap dribbled back to the placeholder, and they never even got the kickoff.
Bird is 3 for 4 in field goals this year. I think his longest is 37. This will be from the 19. This will be 27. $19 plus the 8 yards in the end zone. The holder, Kevion Davis. The snap, and it's fumbled. Davis picks it up, and he's tackled, and the ball will go over on downs. Monsters will get it at their own 17-yard line. That's the second bad snap they've had on a place kick.
I don't think it was a snap that time that hit Davis right in the hands there. And he took the gloves off to take that snap, and he's going to put him back on. He's going to be kicking himself. Wishing he would have kept those gloves on that field goal attempt there.
And so, 1st and 10 Monsters with the ball at their 18-yard line. And as close as they got to the 3-yard line, then cost them 5 on the flag. The Monsters dodged the proverbial bullet there. 1st and 10 from the 18. Now offensive lineman Gunnar Hurlbert is the fullback. Flanagan in motion, catches on the run, and he is put into the boards across the way at the 22-yard line. He picks up 4. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Correction, 2nd and 6. If I did count it on my fingers and toes right, which I didn't the first time. From the 22-yard line. 3 wideouts near side, including the high motion man. Swing pass to Flanagan. He is put into the boards on the near side, near midfield. Tackled by Kevion Davis. Flanagan again on the receive. And the ball is at midfield. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, nothing wrong with those 2 plays there. Now we're going to see what they can dial up. It's been 2 straight to Flanagan in the flats. At the top of your screen there, see Jarve Flowers one-on-one.
And Flanagan, the motion man there. And close to the first down is Claude Davis. It depends on the spot. It looks like it's going to be a yard short. Davis, by the way, in his debut last week against Washington, Flanagan 4 receptions, 32 yards and a touchdown. All right, it's 4th and 1. They need to get to the 22-yard line of the Renegades. High motion man, quick pass. Flanagan has it. Got tripped up immediately, but he falls forward to get a first down for Minnesota at the 20-yard line, a 3-yard reception.
Yeah, that's one where Johnson gets it and throws it over to Flanagan as quickly as he can. You can just kind of throw it anywhere in the general area. 6'5", 200 goes Shiloh Flanagan. 3 receptions to pick up about 9.5 yards there on that set of downs.
He's out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, did not go to college. So it's at the 20-yard line from the far college hash mark. And back to throw Javante Johnson. Catch made by Flowers at the 10, and it's taking 4 of them. Finally thrown down at the 4 by Kevion Davis. I believe the progress will be to the 7-yard line.
See Johnson, 1, 2, 3, get the ball out, hits Flowers down the field. He parks right in front of those defensive backs. And then it took everybody in black and red to bring him down.
They spotted at the 8, 1st and goal from there. Monsters trailing 12-0. We're in the 2nd quarter. And Davis breaks a tackle and does well to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Midoriya Foaliu.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an RPO there for Johnson. It's kind of a slow developing handoff. But yeah, you mentioned a good job there by Davis getting back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's now 2nd and goal. McAllister wide to the far side. High slot near side will be Thompson. Flanagan wide along the boards on the near side. And the snap back to J5. Pass caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Monsters. Touchdown, Ladarian McAllister, who makes his 7th touchdown reception of the year. And they are on the board, trailing 12-6. And now at this point, that ill effect or a chance to get that 3rd touchdown's kind of coming back to roost a little bit, because the Monsters could make this a 5-point game. Hall will kick out of Javante Johnson's snap down to our left. There is the ball down, kick up. It is off the support of the far net that supports the crossbar.
Laces out.
So it's a 6-point
timeout.
game. Monsters trail 12-6. Renegades come back with 8 minutes to go, first half here in Duluth, Minnesota.
Here we go again. That's going to leave a mark.
This is Arena Football 1.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The ball never dies.
He flipped over the wall and hung on.
The wall is waiting.
This is Arena Football 1.
No sideline.
He got lit up by the wall.
That's going to leave a mark.
No way out.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
Because in here, the ball never dies.
Every dream starts with a chance. A chance to build something bigger than yourself, bigger than the game. For this team, this city, and every kid watching in this game, this is where it begins. Under these lights, in front of this community, dreams are becoming reality. This is Oceanside Bombers football.
Well, special teams have been a factor. There is a look. The Arsenal Field in Saginaw, Michigan. Oceanside, now known as the Stealth. No longer the Bombers. And that's a look at the Stealth bench there. All right, now the kick coming from Hall. And it goes out of bounds, hitting the top of the boards across the way. And tonight has not been a stellar display of kicking prowess either way tonight.
No, outside of the opening kickoff for well, the opening kickoff for the Monsters, but then the other way for Beaumont. He got the touchdown off that, but other than that, special teams has been kind of going through some woes.
So it'll start at the Renegades' 20-yard line with the ball going out of bounds. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. 12-6 is the lead. Now they break the huddle. Wide to the far side is Davis. Also Jaden Burrell. Now the man in motion. Cutting to the far side is Neal. Neal, he gets the catch, hits the boards, was put hard into the boards by Delvin Randall, and suddenly helmets are popping off all over the place this evening.
I can't believe Neal got up on his own power right there. Vicious hit into the boards. He tried getting back into the huddle there. The officials probably doing what's right and having him take a seat on the bench and sitting a couple out.
15 yards on the reception, 1st and 10. It's beginning to resemble a toy from my childhood, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Where the head pops up. Wide to the far side goes Davis. 2 in the slot far side, including Burrell. He's the one now in motion. From the 15, pass, finding the room in front. There goes Burrell, and he's into the end zone for a Renegades touchdown. He found that gap. He looked like the defensive secondary was playing somewhat soft. He found room, and Robinson hit him right on the numbers as he gets his second touchdown of the night. Barral had only one touchdown this season coming into the game tonight. And he has two tonight, courtesy of the quarterback, Robinson. They will go for two. Just over 6 minutes remaining. The clock will run during the try for point after. Out of a kind of a short shotgun there. Now there's Burrell, bad snap, picked up by Robinson. He is being chased across the way and put into the boards by Antonio Simley, and the try for two, no good. 5:56 remaining in the first half, and it's an 18-6 lead for the Renegades. Back with more from Duluth after this.
This is Arena Football 1.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The ball never dies.
This is what AF1 is all about.
You want soft?
Let's go!
Wrong building.
Hits like that only happen in Arena Football 1.
Walls.
There's no escape on this field.
Speed.
To the house.
Impact.
This is why you tune in.
This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Welcome back to AMSOIL Arena, Duluth, Minnesota. And we are corrected on the touchdown catch. It was Morrison, Dontrell Morrison, who on the roster we were given had 14. They told us to change it to 2, but he was back with 14. And that kick is a deuce. It is a deuce by Bird. That's his 6th of the year.
2 points, Beaumont.
And it's now a 20 on the deuce by Byrne.
Well, if he says, Coach, if you're not going to let me kick the PAT, I'll just put one in from 50 yards out.
Morrison, who had 2 touchdown catches last week, has one now here this evening. And again, quite a few mix-ups on numbers that we received, but we'll get it all straightened out. So now, the Monsters get it at their own 5-yard line after the deuce. Three wideouts to the far side, including the high motion man. That's Thompson. Back to throw, Javante. Catch made, McAllister at the 15, spins forward to about the 19-yard line as he got away from Trey Taylor, the defensive back. Ball is up to the 18, a pickup of 13 by McAllister, and it's 1st and 10 Monsters.
Fancy footwork there by the Mac Attack. Little yak after the catch there.
Flanagan will be the high motion man to the wide side of the field across the way. Wide out on the near side is McAllister. Snap back. Flag thrown on the snap. Blows the play dead. And we sort out the hanky.
It's kind of an interesting play here because Johnson, right before he takes the snap, goes like a hard fake. Trying to do a hard count there, so I don't know if it's going to be a false start on the quarterback or not.
Headline judge number 8.
Offside. Defense number 69.
Offside.
Penalty. 1st down.
Called on the Renegades. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 23. 1st and 5 now from the 23 for the Monsters, trailing 20-6. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field across the way. Awaiting the snap, Javante Johnson swings one to Flanagan, has a 1st down and a couple of yards to spare. He's put into the boards across the way by Devin Kirkwood, the former UCLA Bruin.
Well, it seems like if they need to get the drive going, you go to Shiloh Flanagan. Saw it on the previous drive that ended up resulting in 6. Trying to do the same thing here.
They needed 5, they got 7. 1st and 10 now from the Renegade 20-yard line. Again, wide side of the field, now the near side, high motion man. There is Thompson, pass, Flanagan at the 10 to the 5, touchdown, Memphis Monsters. Touchdown for Shiloh Flanagan.
Flanagan got the drive going. He gets this thing ended. You see right here, it's a good job there by Johnson, faking deep. Sees Flanagan after the defense miscommunication. Good block downfield by McAllister, and number 7 gets in for 6.
He found a big gap along the far side in the secondary there and takes it in for a 20-yard touchdown. Makes it an 8-point game pending the point after attempt by Michael Hall, who is 0 for 1 tonight. Snap, placement. Ball is up, and it is good. 3:38 remaining in the first half. The Minnesota Monsters have pulled within 7 at 20-13. Back with more from Minnesota after this.
This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable!
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only an AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable.
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Well, we've got ourselves a 7-point game, 20-13. The kick by Hall. Morrison basically against the wall. Across the way to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and he is put into the board hard across the way by Jadarius Bird out of Stephen F. Austin. Little Texas howdy right there, one way to the other.
Yeah, you're going to see Morrison makes one cut up the sideline, came flying in, lost the helmet.
Morrison on the year, 12 returns, a 28-yard average, and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, looked like it was just a little bit of a miss there from kicker Michael Hall, trying to get that one off the netting if he can, make it harder for them to recover, but Morrison had his wedge, if you could want to call it that, set up, and he hit the sideline hard all the way up to the 21-yard line.
Physical tempo of this game starting to pick up a little bit, and I think that maybe they thought it was a 7 o'clock game. Maybe no, of course not, but they are starting to wake up physically now from the far. College hash mark, 2 wide of the near side, including the high motion man, Neal. Neal now will circle to the short side across the way. Back to throw Robinson. Open with the catch is Davis, their leading receiver, has enough for a first down to the 16-yard line. A 13-yard reception and a first down in Minnesota territory at the 16.
This has kind of been the story so far of tonight's game. The Renegades have gotten down where they need to go, and now the Monsters are just kind of bending but not breaking as of late.
Tapas, the fullback, in motion. There's the pass, caught at the 1. Did he get to the goal line? Nope, down at the 1 was Davis. Davis got down to the 1. Now they are talking it over. Could there be a challenge?
The ruling on the field as the runner was short.
They're going to go for 2. We can see from across the way at their bench. It is a 15-yard reception. Sets up first and goal at the Monsters' 1-yard line.
If they challenge, I think it would be successful.
Yep, there's the challenge flag.
Beaumont head coach is challenging the previous play that the runner was short of the goal line. Timeout.
So they're going to check it down below at the officials' bench, which is in between what would be the hockey penalty boxes. For our friends down in Beaumont, this is the home of national champions in Division I men's and women's hockey. 3 men's national championships and 5 women's national championships in Division I hockey here at the University of Minnesota at Duluth. And they're playing in the same boards that UMD uses for hockey. It was getting a little warm before the game. I was wishing they had kept the ice in for a while.
Yeah, we hope so, at least up in the booth. There's nothing but heaters up here, it seems like, but you can see in the replay, it looked like he got in.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. The runner was short of the goal line. Beaumont will be charged with a timeout and one of their challenges.
One challenge goes out for the Renegades. All their timeouts now go out as the decision, as announced by referee Tyler Downs, is upheld. It will be first and goal from the 1-yard line. So let's see what the Renegades pull out of their bag of tricks. Monsters this year have given up only 405 points, the fewest given up by any team in the league this year.
You know, they say defense wins championships, and you can The defense can travel whether at home or away. They're going to need that coming up in this next couple of weeks in the playoffs.
Foilau is in the spot far side to block. There is the play up the middle, and it's a touchdown for the Renegades. And somebody's down and hurt. And there might be Matoria
Timeout on the field for
Foilau.
an injured offensive player.
Or nope, it looks like it's Colby Thomas, who I believe is their center. Watch the play, just handoff right up the middle for Tapa. Aleki Sanita Tapa with the touchdown. And for Tapa, that's his second touchdown of the year.
Yeah, Tapa doesn't get much easier than that. We mentioned 6'5", 315. You only need about a half a yard. Give it to him, and he'll just do the rest.
So now, with the lead 26-13, one thing that from the Minnesota side of things, they've only really stopped the Renegades once, and frankly, on that drive, they stopped themselves.
Yeah, they got it down to the 3-yard line, then just went backwards from there, and then it led to a bad snap exchange on the place kick.
Awaiting the snap, play action fake to Davis, and he throws it wide in the end zone against the boards on the near side, and that may be Tapa. It is. Aleke Sanita Tapa out of Adams State, 6'5", 315.
Yeah, I think they should just keep Tapa on the ground game rather than the pass game. 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions while targeting him.
And so now the Monsters trail the Renegades 26-13. This game started with the Monsters in the hole, 12-0.
Yeah, you can't get much more in the hole than that. It was a great opening drive for the Renegades, and then they doubled up on the ensuing kickoff. Kind of no sense of urgency out of the return men for the Monsters, and it was just an easy recovery in the end zone for Kevion Davis.
And we're just 16 seconds away from the 1-minute warning where the clock timing situation changes, especially on the passing game. And Byrne with the kick. He just had a deuce on his last kickoff. But the Monsters didn't take long to score on the play on a 4-play drive to cut it to 2013. Delvin Randall is deep. Thompson, as it's off the net. Randall out of the end zone, sidesteps and gets his own blocker in the way, and he only gets to the 2-yard line. Yeah, he came out and all of a sudden tried to go off a block, and all of a sudden the blocker's in his way.
Yeah, he had a good job corralling it, but come flying upfield was Kevion Davis, who had that special teams touchdown earlier. Didn't make the tackle, but he did enough to just slow up the return man in Randall.
Javonte Haynes is the one that he ran into. So the ball is at the Monsters' 3-yard line, and we have the 1-minute timeout here at AMSOIL Arena here in Duluth, Minnesota. 2-1 margin in points for the Renegades as we're here in Minnesota. Final game of the regular season for both.
This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable.
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only an AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable.
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Me stuff it up. You know the drill, you know what I came to do.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The front end alignment. Welcome back. We're watching some of the contests for the fans here. And they have to carry the football and roll the tire as well. And we have a young man who's a winner. Welcome to Duluth, Minnesota, folks, where the temperatures have skyrocketed and the breathing quality of the air outside has plummeted with wildfires just to the north, where they actually, for one of the few times in history, shut down the Boundary Waters canoe area just to the north, a couple of hours from here. And they're still battling fires despite the rains that they got last night. And let me tell you, the air is really, really thick. But inside, it's nice.
It's nice. There's no smoke, but no AC as of right now either. This thing is heating up, getting ready for playoff football.
Again, the Monsters will host a team on Sunday, a week from tomorrow. That'll be a 6 o'clock game. That'll be on Vice TV. So from the Monsters 3, 1 minute to go, first half. High motion man, slot near side, and it's intercepted by Kirkwood, tackled at his own 20 by the intended receiver on the play, Carlos Thompson.
Yeah, it looked like Javonte was trying to bite off more than he could chew there. You're going to see in the replay, right in the middle of the field, the motion man is Jarve Flowers. He was wide open, but he tried taking a deep shot there and just never had enough on the ball right there as it was undercut.
Kirkwood's first interception of the year. And there's time to add to this lead that right now is 26-13 Renegades. And they will have the ball at their own 21-yard line, first and 10. Kirkwood on the interception. And so from the 21, the Renegades will see if they can increase this lead before we head to the intermission. Good to see the center, Thomas, back over the football. And this is picked off in the other end zone. Picked off by Trevon Jones. He's tackled at the 5. Tackled by Davis. So Jones, back-to-back interceptions here. Intercepts it at the goal line. Gets it out to the Monsters' 5-yard line.
Well, you can call it a 2-yard gain for the Monsters as they just trade off only 18 seconds.
Yeah. They just had it at the 3, the previous, then the play was the interception by Kirkwood. Then the ball from their own 21, and Trevon Jones intercepts, and the Monsters will get a first down at their own 5-yard line. 42 seconds, as you see on the screen. And also for our friends in Beaumont, we also carry the TV games, the audio, on local radio on Northland Fan here in Duluth Superior. So if I get a little over descriptive, that could be the reason why. High motion man across the way. Quick pass across the way. Breaking one tackle and getting out to about the 12 is Flanagan. Malik Jones, he loses his helmet there. And the ball out to the 12, a pickup of 7. 2nd and 3.
We had a helmet off by a defensive player. Therefore, the clock will start on the snap.
Second down, Monsters.
The clock will start here at the snap. 3 wideouts to the near side, the wide side. There is McAllister wide open, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown. A 38-yard reception by the Mac Attack.
And the Darian McAllister is just running by himself. The eyes are in the backfield here. You're going to see McAllister just kind of running just straight up the field. They tried undercutting the route. Was Jones, and McAllister puts the deuces up and says number 2 on the night.
That's his 7th touchdown reception of the year. So a drive, that last 2 plays, set up by Trevon Jones' interception. Then you had a 7-yard gain for Flanagan and a 38-yard catch and run. McAllister was absolutely wide open on the play. They're going to go for 2, will the Monsters. Javante checking on the play with his motion man. That'll be Flanagan along the wall on the far side. Snap back, Javante. Throws high along the end boards, looking for Flanagan. It is out of play, no good. And so with 26 seconds to go in the first half, the Monsters trail by 7 again, 26-19 after an exchange of interceptions after the Renegades had taken a 26-13 lead. Things can happen that quickly in this wild and wacky game of Arena Football. Arena Football 1. Glad you're watching on HTN or on YouTube, or listening in the Twin Ports on the Northland fan stations, or around the world on their internet stream. 26 seconds to go, and now a kickoff for Michael Hall. And the up man will be, that'll be Wilkerson. Morrison is back deep. Morrison returned a game-winning touchdown at Washington earlier this season, breaking a 35-35 tie. Kick by Hall. Bouncer into the end zone, and it bounces out of play over the boards in the far corner. So it will come out to the 20-yard line, I believe.
The ruling on the field is the kick went through the end zone after hitting. Touchback.
5 yards. It'll be a touchback instead of the 20. So it'll be at their 5 with 26 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hit the squib kick there by Hall. Looks like he put a little more mustard on that one. Came over the top.
In the last 3 minutes of this half, we've had a touchdown for each team, an interception for each team, and then another touchdown for the Monsters. 3 wideouts, far side, wide side of the field. There is Robinson trying to break it up at the 20-yard line. I think the pass was caught, or was he down on? They're calling it a reception by Davis.
Clock rolling. The Renegades are out of a timeout.
Yep, they are. 5, 4, 3, and a challenge flag is down. And that's a challenge flag from the Renegades. That's the last challenge they have.
I think it's from defensive coordinator Tony O'Neill. He just got a good arm on him. He threw it about 25 yards across the field.
Oh, there's Tony over there. We see him out there. That might be an AMSOIL record.
I think so. We've seen officials throw him long way across the field, but
Minnesota coach is challenging the previous play of an illegal forward pass that the quarterback was beyond the line of scrimmage.
Okay, they're challenging that Robinson threw the ball past the line of scrimmage. So referee Tyler Downs, along with umpire Ryan Townsend, will check it down below and watch. It's where the quarterback threw. It has nothing to do with whether it was a catch or not. It was ruled a catch. But they will have to see whether or not. The line of scrimmage was the 5-yard line. So they have to determine whether the quarterback, Carl Robinson, former Delta State statesman.
from my opinion, it looks like he's behind the line of scrimmage. Fantastic catch off the boards there, though, nonetheless.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Minnesota will be charged with a timeout and their first challenge.
The challenge goes for naught, and so the ball will be, after a 15-yard catch, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, 2.1 seconds remaining. Well, unless you've got the multilateral play in your book from like the Stanford Cal game. And early motion, Coleman got up out of his stance.
False start. Offense, number 65.
Coleman got up out of his stance. And it'll cost him 5. And it'll be 1st and 15 at their own 15-yard line. It'll be 3 wideouts to the far side. High motion man will be Wilkerson. Snap back to Robinson. Steps up, throws, catch at the 20. And getting knocked down from behind by Javonte Haynes was Dontrell Morrison. Hello.
And good night.
Passive message for Mr. Morrison right there. He never saw what was coming. Solid contact there. And the halftime is here. Well, at the end of the first half, the Renegades from Beaumont lead 26-19. Halftime coming up after this.
Off the net.
This is Arena Football 1.
Look out.
The ball never dies.
The play never stops.
You better stay awake. Kick it, miss it.
This game doesn't stop.
Doesn't matter.
Anything can happen.
You think the play's over?
He's got a chance off the rebound.
It's not.
Chaos.
Off the net.
Here we go again.
Right back at you. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville, don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Welcome to the AF1 Season Pass. My name is Jeff Levac, and we are joined during halftime by the president of league and team operations, Christy McEwen, or as I call her, the backbone of the league. She's the one who gets everything done for everyone. And Christy, let's start with the start. Why are you here? What would take somebody who's so organized into the world of arena football?
My organization is what brought me here. So little background about myself. I'm originally from Oklahoma. I am a Sooner born and bred, as Jerry will tell you and my family will tell you. I started as an athletic trainer for football and basketball at the University of Oklahoma. So my original intent was to go to PT school. Once I finished my undergrad, I worked in a clinic for a short period and I didn't like it. So kind of had a come to Jesus meeting with myself. Like, what does that next step look like? The University of Oklahoma had a master's program in sport management, and part of that requirement was to have an internship. So I jumped on an internship. At the time, it just happened to coincide with the Oklahoma Wranglers of the Arena Football League coming into Oklahoma City. They were actually kind of a league owned and operated team at the time. They had moved from Memphis as the Memphis Pharaohs to the Portland Forest Dragons, and then down to Oklahoma City as the Wranglers. So they transitioned all their ticket operations staff and their coaching staff, but everyone else was hired locally. So as an intern, I got to learn alongside all of our front office staff. It was an amazing experience. I got to do a little corporate partnership sales and execution, game day operations, ticket operations, and quickly found my love of game day ops. So transitioned from an intern after year one to director of game ops year two. Then the team again moved to another market, but the Arena Football League had seen how successful it was in Oklahoma City, and the AF2 was growing at the time with more of a regional footprint. Jerry Kurz was the commissioner of Arena 2 at the time, which is how the two of us connected over 20 years ago. The Oklahoma City was awarded a team, the Oklahoma City Yard Dogs. Started there as director of game ops. Over my 10-ish year period there, I ended up being the general manager of the team. Team was sold. The AF2 league office was in Tulsa. Again, Jerry's the commissioner. So Jerry's like, hey, I knew I wasn't going to match up with this new ownership group. Jerry said, hey, come to Tulsa. We're right down the street. Come work in the league office and do league operations, national broadcast, and game day operations. So I'm happy to do it. It's right up the street. I said, you're going to be in Tulsa for a while, right, Jerry? Jerry said, of course. Yeah, we got a 5-year lease here. 9 months later, I was living in Chicago because the league office had located. So that's how I ended up in Chicago, still working for the Arena Football League, loving every minute of it. Jerry went into a retirement shortly after the league office was moving to Vegas. I used that time to transition over here to Grand Rapids, Michigan, where my husband is from, and have been living here ever since and doing a little arena football on the side.
So, all right. So the AF1's in year two, and we've had some flux. There's been some changes, but it sounds like someone like yourself who's made a career out of arena football. Change ain't bad. It's just what we deal with.
Exactly. Change is just part of the process. Especially, the league is in year two. There are a lot of our teams that are in year two, but our front office staff, who's very lean, we all have decades of experiences and are experts in our own areas. So I think we bring a lot of knowledge and experience so that we can help work through those changes. And a lot of us have seen some of the things that have gone on in this season and past seasons before. So we know how to navigate those and move forward and keep the league moving in a positive direction.
Christy McEwen with us right now, and we're almost there. Last regular season week of the season. The road to the crown is before us. What can fans expect, and how can they interact with us?
Can you believe we're already to the final week of the regular season? That absolutely flew by. So as we move into the playoffs, our highest seeds always host. So we know in this quarterfinals who's hosting. We know in the semifinals who's hosting. We do not yet know who will be hosting Arena Crown. So as a league office on the back end, we are planning in multiple markets. As soon as we know, our fans will know so that we can get those fan packages out and start planning for that championship game.
I don't know what I'm going to do if it's not in Albany. I think my whole career I've only been part of a championship game that wasn't in Albany once, and that was in a mall, and you were a big part of making that go off. So are you almost excited to know that you could be anywhere from Clarksville to Michigan to Albany? Like, is it exciting or is it frightening knowing that you could be anywhere?
Oh, it's so exciting. And Jerry and I were talking the other day. You know, we've been in airports before waiting for a game to finish to say, hey, are we staying in this market or we didn't need to change our ticket and jump to somewhere else? So it's part of the excitement. And it's, you know, we appreciate the work that our home teams are doing because we rely on them heavily because we're playing in multiple markets. So those home teams, the partners, and then again, our lean front office staff, we're getting a lot done.
She gets all of it done. She is the president of league and team operations. She's the person I call when I need answers. Christy McEwen, thank you so much. Make sure everybody goes to theaf1.com because remember, in Arena Football 1, the ball never dies.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't last that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. All crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late. Feel the ground shake, no breaks. Hear the sound, that's us, that's us, that's us. Clarksville don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1. Watch.
Welcome back to AMSOIL Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. Along with Jenner Graff, I'm Tom Stalker. And we've got a youth team out there. The Barnum Bombers are out there. We also had a great dog at while we were away. But the act that the fans want to see who are here at AMSOIL want to see the Monsters kind of get on all cylinders as they will open up the third quarter with the football. There you can see Beaumont out passing him 181 to 134. No rushing yards for Beaumont. Of course, only 9 for Minnesota. Beaumont 11 first downs to 7. The turnovers right now, Minnesota with 2. And Beaumont with 1, as you're looking at the halftime stats on the Home Team Network and YouTube. There's some of our halftime show. These rescue dogs trained so well, putting on a show for the folks here at AMSOIL Arena. There we go through the tube. Good crowd on hand here. And even though the fans know there'll be another game a week from tomorrow here, the quarterfinals of the playoffs. And will it be Washington or could it be Beaumont? If the two wind up in a tie by my figure, Beaumont has the tiebreaker with the one victory with the points that they scored. That game was 42 to 35. Washington won the first meeting 33-32. So the point differential would go with Beaumont. We are having fun here, but the third quarter is right around the corner here at AMSOIL Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. Back with the third quarter after this here on HTN and YouTube.
Off the net.
This is Arena Football 1.
Look out.
The ball never dies.
The play never stops.
You better stay awake. Kick it, miss it.
This game doesn't stop.
Doesn't matter.
Anything can happen.
You think the play's over?
He's got a chance off the rebound.
It's not.
Chaos.
Off the net.
Here we go again.
Right back at you. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville, don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
This is not just football. This is speed, intensity, and non-stop action. Welcome to Arena Football 1, where the field is smaller, but the hits are harder, the plays are faster, and every second counts. High-scoring battles, electric atmospheres, and athletes pushing the limit on every snap. No breaks, no mercy. Just football at full throttle. This is where legends ride, and the game never slows down. Arena Football. One fast, fierce, unforgettable. Watch on Home Team Network.
Welcome back to
Off the net.
This is Arena Football.
Off the net.
This is Arena
in this final regular season game for both teams. Beaumont jumping out to a quick 12-0 lead in less than 5 minutes to start the game, leading by 7. And the Monsters will open up the third quarter with the football and see if they can knot things up and see which of those teams can outlast the other all the way through the end of the fourth quarter here this evening. The Monsters dance team putting on a show here at halftime. And again, 2 playoff games next week, one Saturday, one Sunday. Both will be on Vice.
All right, yeah. Be fighting for a playoff spot is Beaumont, trying to be back here once again in Duluth. But yeah, right now the Monsters, they had limited possessions in the first half of their offense. It looked like it was only 5, so it can only go up from there. Hopefully you got a whole second half ahead of them. They're going to get the ball to start this second half, so should see a lot more fireworks out of this Monsters offense.
And only 4 were productive of the 5 possessions for the Monsters. And so as we begin the third quarter, it will be Evan Byrne to kick off for the Renegades. And the Monsters will receive it down to our left as we're looking. Minnesota Monsters here cheering on the Monsters, the Barnum Bombers. So here we go. I really think if you look at it, Monsters can consider themselves fortunate. They're just down by 7. There was one series where the Renegades had a chance inside the 5 to add another score, but they were unable to do so. And that could still be a very pivotal point in this game that happened back in the first half. So here we go. Thomas will be back deep. Flowers will be the up man. Down to our left as Byrne will kick to get this third quarter underway. And give him the signal. Here he goes. And that one sails past the near screen, out of play.
Ruling on the field as the ball was kicked out of bounds.
20-yard line will be where the drive starts for the Monsters in their own territory. From the 20. And let's see who the fullback is. Is it going to be Davis? Or will it be Hurlburt? It will be Davis, the fullback. Claude Davis, quarterback, in the kind of short shotgun there on the snap here from Torrey Boyd. 3 wideouts, far side pass. Caught against the wall, but no good. Looking across the way for the Monsters, Ladarian McAllister, who's got a couple of scores tonight. A little wide for him.
Yeah, a little wide, slightly behind, but I think that was the only spot where Johnson could put it. Otherwise, it would have been 6 the other way. So nothing hurt there on second down or on first down, bringing up second down here.
McAllister wide to the far side, Flanagan to the near side. High motion man Flowers to the wide side of the field across the way. Claude Davis is the fullback lined up next to Javante Johnson. Johnson fires, catch made by Flowers, tries to cut back, and he is cornered and tackled on the play by Malik Jones, but he gets a first down in Renegade territory at the 16-yard line.
Seems like Flowers has been finding that soft spot against this defense all game long. They finally hit him in the middle of the zone there.
A pickup of 14 on the passing play. And from the wide or far college hash mark, it's 1st and 10 from the Renegade 16-yard line. Flowers again, high motion near side. There goes Davis. Leaps over a would-be tackler like he's Ronaldo Nehemiah at the hurdles. Takes it down to the 8-yard line. Nimble, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
We've seen Davis lower the shoulder. We've never seen him go upstairs. Davis goes down low, and Claude Davis goes up high.
Davis high, I'll take the high road. Davis low, you stay down there, take the low road. From the 8, a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2 from the 8 of the Renegades. Wow. There goes McAllister, high motion man near side. Pass caught by Flowers, and he's put against the boards inside the 5-yard line. Trey Taylor among those to make the stop inside the 5-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. They needed 2, they got 3.
Very quick and efficient drive so far for the Monsters. Outside of the opening play from scrimmage, it's been all positive. Looking to punch it in here inside the 5 on 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, McAllister splits wide to the far side. High motion man will be on that far side as well. In fact, they'll have 3 across the way. The snap, Javante Johnson. Just a little swing pass, a little too high for Claude Davis. Just off his fingertips, a swing pass to the far side is incomplete. It's 2nd and goal.
I think that was the best case scenario, throwing it to Davis right there. He would have gone nowhere but backwards. So just throw it away. Nothing will be hurt.
Holding, defense, number 0. Half the distance to the goal, automatic.
Kirkwood is called for a hold. Half the distance, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. holding called against Beaumont. Kirkwood was the one charged. McAllister wide far side, slot far side, Flowers. Flanagan near side, open, getting up early on the snap. Gunnar Hurlburt, who is a Wisconsin kid out of the University of Wisconsin at Eau Claire.
Offense, number 77.
So it'll take it back to the 7-yard line. First and goal now from the 7. Still first and goal, however. Davis still in the backfield as the fullback. And in the short shotgun is Javante Johnson. High motion man gives him 3 across the way. Pass into the end zone. Through the hands of the receiver. Juggled and dropped by...
They intercept it.
Did they intercept it? It's returned.
Malik Jones
takes it all the way out to their own 23-yard line. It went through the hands of the receiver, and I thought it was juggled by the defensive back. Let's watch it.
Pass interference.
Oh, we got a PI, though, nonetheless. It's bobbled. Don't know if it hits the ground here, but Jones comes away with it. It looked like off of Trey Taylor's reaction that it hit the ground, but it doesn't matter.
Kirkwood had it taken away, but there's going to be pass interference called on the play, so that'll go half the distance, and it'll be first and goal from about the 4.
Since the foul occurred in the end zone, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line.
The foul occurred in the end zone, and it'll be at the 2 after the pass interference call. I lost sight of the ball, and I thought it hit the turf in the corner.
I did too. It seemed like after Trey Taylor's reaction, hands are flying, he was upset, and all of a sudden Malik Jones came running away, but pass interference.
Well, hold everything. Under center, they hand off to Davis, and he gets nowhere. Tackled on the play by Tappa. Aleki Sanita Tappa playing defense.
I like the misdirection there for Flanagan, but they were not fooled at all. Davis was getting it slow developing handoff. Tappa blew that one up.
Second and goal now from the 2-yard line. This has become a rather long series inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it was not too. At 12 minutes, they had it first and goal from the 4 as we're approaching 9 minutes.
2 wide far side. Flanagan will be the high motion man. He gets the handoff. Sweeping to the far side. Dives in. Touchdown. Shiloh Flanagan on the carry. He went a long way to get a 2-yard touchdown run, but it pays off for the Monsters. So Flanagan on the running touchdown. And now we got a 1-point game. And looks like Hall will try to tie it up with the point after. The lead now 26-25 for the Renegades. Could be tied here. Snap, ball up, good. Tie game. 8:48 to go, third quarter. We've got a brand new ball game at 26 all.
Timeout.
Back after this.
Off the net.
This is Arena Football 1.
Look out.
The ball never dies.
The play never stops.
You better stay awake. Kick it, miss it.
This game doesn't stop.
Doesn't matter.
Anything can happen.
You think the play's over?
He's got a chance off the rebound.
It's not.
Chaos.
Off the net.
Here we go again.
Right back at you. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville, don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
This is not just football. This is speed, intensity, and non-stop action. Welcome to Arena Football 1, where the field is smaller, but the hits are harder, the plays are faster, and every second counts. High-scoring battles, electric atmospheres, and athletes pushing the limit on every snap. No breaks, no mercy. Just football at full throttle. This is where legends ride, and the game never slows down. Arena Football. One fast, fierce, unforgettable. Watch on Home Team Network.
Well, the Renegades saw that early 12-point advantage wither away, and the Monsters a long climb uphill. There's a kick off the screen. Morrison on the return to the near side. Penalty marker thrown on the return. And Morrison, oh my goodness, spins and does a ballet movement as he spins along the near walls, but it's going to come back.
Yeah, Trey Taylor got
holding. Number 5 of the return team.
Holding called on Trey Taylor.
Yeah, there is no doubt about it. I saw the entire way. He had a full-on bear hug going on with Trayvon Jones right in the middle of the field. Easiest call there for the officials.
It'll go half the way from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So a nice return with some very athletic moves by Morrison, who shows off why he's averaged 28 yards a return this year, but it's all for naught. The holding call, and it'll begin this drive at the 3-yard line, 1st and 10. 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we're all even Steven at 26 all. Two wideouts far side. Davis will be in motion on the near side, short side of the field. Gets the handoff. Sweeping. Got slowed up in the backfield, and he is tackled in the end zone, and they're going to give him progress to the 1-yard line.
See the jet sweep there to the wide side of the field. Was it Shai Hill got first contact? Looked like it was number 9, Claude Davis. Finished off there by Jadarius Byrd.
And Bird is the word there, but they give him progress to the 1. It'll be 2nd down and 12 from the 1-yard line. 2nd and 12 for the Renegades. And Robinson takes the snap in the end zone. Circular motion to a wideout across the way. He gets out of the end zone and only as far as the 3-yard line, where he is hemmed in and tackled on the play. And that was Haynes, Javante Haynes on the tackle. So it's back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10 at the 3-yard line. They got 2 yards on that.
So the difference, Monsters team so far in the second half. Offense was firing on all cylinders. Defense following in their footsteps here.
As they break the huddle. Wilkerson way wide to the near side. They snap from the far college hash mark. Back to throw Robinson, and throws it past his intended receiver, Jaden Burrell. Incomplete, brings up 4th down. It'll be 4th and 10 at their own 3. So they don't get a first down here. The Monsters will have the ball in outstanding field position. 4th and 10 for the Renegades.
It's like the kicking units came on. Only thing they've had is struggles so far with this unit. It's like they'll have a new holder though. Vincent Wilkerson.
So 48 plus about 6, about a 54-yard try for Byrne.
Randall back if it's short. It's well short.
Way short. He takes it at the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and up to the 24-yard line before he's tackled by Malik Jones. All right, the Monsters looking for their first lead of the night when we come back after this timeout here on Home Team Network and YouTube.
Here we go. We're fighting.
Oh.
This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable!
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only an AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable.
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Me stuff it up. You know the drill, you know what I came to do.
This is what AF1 is all about.
We'll do it again. Ben, take it away.
Back here at AMSOIL Arena, the hometown Minnesota Monsters about to get their first chance at perhaps a lead in this game after spotting a 12-point lead to the Renegade. Ah, yes, carrying pizza boxes. I wouldn't be running with those unless they had pizza in them, but that's me. There they go. Back. Oh, there they go. They dropped the pizza boxes. All the humanity. Pizza everywhere. Well, I've seen lots of them over the years in minor league baseball, and I've now seen a lot of them over the years in 3 years of covering Duluth Arena football here. Holy pepperoni, Batman. All right, once we get the winners and runners-up decided, well, there are only 2 anyways. Now the Monsters will get the ball, and that'll be at their own 21-yard line after the failed 54-yard field goal attempt by Byrne.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Number 62, Beaumont, his first of the game. Unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Number 2, Minnesota, his first of the game. Those fouls will offset. 1st and 10, Minnesota.
Well, there were, at the end of the last play on that field goal, unsportsmanlike conduct to Minnesota's Delvin Randall and to Beaumont's Trevor Stewart, offsetting, but they go in the books. Should they get a second one, they're done for the night. So this will be now from the 21-yard line, their own 21. And it's becoming, I think, since there's technically no punting in this game, the extremely long field goal try, and there's going to be a flag to stop that play, as looked like the right guard, right tackle, whichever you'd like to call him, got up out of his stance early, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty, I believe, for the Monsters, unless there was early motion in the offensive line.
Well, there'll be finger pointing back and forth.
Of course there is.
Offside. Defense. Number 66.
That was Sidney Jones who got up out of his stance, defensive lineman. So it'll be 1st and 5 at the Renegades' 24-yard line. Need to get to the 19 for a first down. 26 all, 5.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. The only score in this quarter was the Monsters with 8:46 remaining. There goes high man in motion, McAllister. Back to throw, Javante down the near side, overthrows Flowers, going with him stride for stride. Defensive back Devin Kirkwood, a former UCLA Bruin.
Illegal formation. Offense. Not enough players on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Now we have a Monsters 5-yard penalty. So it's back to 1st and 10, back to their own 21-yard line. Still hard to say. Kirkwood out of the Big Ten's UCLA.
Yeah, luckily he wasn't in the Big Ten just yet. Doesn't seem right.
No.
For those West Coast teams to be in the Midwest best, Big Ten.
All right. Now you've got Davis, the fullback, alongside Johnson. Thompson is the man in motion, and he's the target, and overthrown. Oh, he left his feet, trying to bring it in, but just beyond his grasp, as he then did a faceplant in the end zone. Watch it again.
It was perfect. Blew right by everybody. Looked like he let up a little bit, and just not enough there.
Carlos Thompson out of Texas Tech. And boy, lately has that been a nasty word in college football.
Yeah.
Not because of him. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line. Javante swings it over near side McAllister, and he doesn't get anywhere thanks to Kevion Davis, who stops him right after he makes the catch. And this is going to be at the 22-yard line, a 1-yard reception. 3rd down and 9 at their own 22. And McAllister wide to the far side, the wide side of the field. They snap from the near side college hash mark. Thompson now slot Flowers far side. Penalty marker thrown on the snap. Pass high. Thompson can't make the catch. It is no good. Davis, Kevion Davis covering on the play, but let's sort out the flag.
I think there's some movement on the defensive line.
Referee Tyler Downs.
Offside. Defense, number 66. Hand was up at the snap. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So it's now 3rd down and 4 yards to go at the Renegade 22-yard line. Penalties have been coming quite often, both teams in this game.
Yeah, you can kind of see why the Renegades have that 4-7 record, but Minnesota is no mystery to these penalties as well, even though they have that 7-4 record and the 3 seed clinched.
They snap from the near side college hash mark. Flowers man in motion, giving him 3 to the far side. Back to throw. Javante steps up, has room to run. And he just puts the ball over at the 16-yard line. He gets a first down, call it the 17-yard line. He picks up 5, and it's 1st and 10 at the Renegades 17-yard line. J5, we call him, on the run. Doesn't run often, but he picks the spot, and that was the perfect time because he had plenty of room.
Yeah, I think he could do it more often, but he does it when he's out of necessary, and he did it right there.
Now, yo-yo motion far side for Thompson. 3 to the far side. With time, Javante steps up, and he is hit from behind, brought down at the 17-yard line. Tackled on the play by Matoria Fawaliu. So they mark him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the Renegades' 18-yard line. 1:19 remaining in a third quarter that has not produced a lot of points, but it has enough to put the Monsters, and there is offsides on John Griggs, who came in.
False start.
Griggs.
Offense number 71.
5-yard penalty for a false start.
2nd down.
They are. All righty. That's why it pays to listen to the referee at times, Tom. You thought, yeah, I definitely Griggs had come across, but obviously he saw the motion.
I saw Griggs moved, and I think it triggered the offensive lineman to move. And usually when that happens, you get the 5 yards forward, but officials saw it going backwards.
So it's back at the 23-yard line, 2nd down and about 16. Javante throwing long into the end zone. There should be PI there, and no call. Flowers looked like he was held. He all of a sudden jerked with his body, and I thought there was contact there. But the downfield official, the back judge, Kevin Hillman, said no.
Yeah, the flag will stay in his back pocket there. And in a quarter where there's been more penalties than points, we thought we'd see another one there in the end zone.
So now, and that will be the last play of the third quarter as the final 3 seconds runs off. And we have a tie game at the end of 3. Does somebody here want to take the lead? Well, we'll find out in the fourth quarter after this on HTN and YouTube.
This is Arena Football 1.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The ball never dies.
This is what AF1 is all about.
You want soft?
Let's go!
Wrong building.
Hits like that only happen in Arena Football 1.
Walls.
There's no escape on this field.
Speed.
To the house.
Impact.
This is why you tune in.
This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. Because in here, the ball never dies.
My grandfather, Maurice Nieder, lived in Belgium during World War II and was desperate to escape Hitler's invasion. Using his gold coin collection, Maurice negotiated safe passage to America on a clipper ship for him and his family.
My name is Charles Nieder. We've owned Bayside Coin and Jewelry for over 33 years.
As one of just a few gold buyers in the state, recommended by the U.S. Mint, you can trust us to buy or sell your gold and silver.
Visit Bayside Coin and Jewelry in Bellingham.
Smoky, Duluth, Minnesota. happened to catch weather forecast, and the things we're looking for now is what's the smoke forecast up here for tomorrow with the wildfires, forest fires occurring up in Minnesota and into Ontario, up along the boundary waters. It has been a week-long test of temperatures in the 90s, which is not normal for this area up here. And it was tender, dry. Lightning began a lot of the fires. And they had some rain yesterday, but apparently not enough. We still have smoke in our area. No, we are not asking the DJ to play Smoke on the Water. Here we go. From the far hash mark to the near side, McAllister on 3rd and 16 from the 23 of the Renegades. 3 wideouts to the near side, the wide side of the field. And we got early motion on Flanagan. So, not the way you want to see them start the fourth quarter if you're a Monsters fan.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 21, 3rd and 16, 3rd and 21.
Yeah.
And it's
the third quarter shenanigans fall into the fourth.
From their own 22 now, 3rd and 4.
This drive did start on their own 21 at one point.
3 wideouts near side. They snap from the far college hash mark. Snap back to Javante throwing, and it zips right by McAllister, covered very tightly by Kevion Davis along the near boards.
That was good coverage there by Davis, step for step with McAllister. McAllister got his head around, and the ball was already on him. He had no chance to catch that football.
Well, here's an interesting 4th down situation. 4th and 22 from their own 21. Far hash mark. 2 wideouts near side, 1 the slot, the high motion man. Long pass, the battle, and a penalty marker, and that could be, let's see, it was Flanagan battling with Malik Jones, and this one could go offensively.
There's flags all over. There's even one right around midfield as well. At the referee's discretion here.
There are 2 fouls on the play. They are both on the defense. Illegal defense, 7-5. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, defense, number 7.
It will be pass interference on Malik Jones, which saves the Monsters from a 4th and 21 at the 22-yard line. The ball is now at the 18 of the Renegades, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Flanagan just kind of propelled his body into the defense. He was going for the football nonetheless.
Yes, he was, yeah.
And the receivers, or the defensive backs, never gave the receiver a chance to catch the football. Just kind of stopped all of his momentum, so the 10 yards and an automatic 1st down.
1st and 10, 3 wideouts to the wide side, near side. Flanagan in motion. Javante throws and zips one by Flanagan, who again was covered by Malik Jones on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up. 13:40 remaining in this 4th quarter, and we are tied. And both teams with offensives that are kind of stuck in neutral in the second half.
Stuck in neutral, stuck in quicksand, at a stalemate. You can say whatever you want. There's nothing happening so far on the field.
Now I'm thinking of Blazing Saddles. 3 wides to the near side. Back to throw, Javante. Pass caught. Flanagan near side. 10 down to the 5 to the 4-yard line. Defended by both Trey Taylor and Malik Jones. And it brings up a 1st down for the Monsters. It'll be first and goal after the 12-yard reception. First and goal from the Renegades 6-yard line.
There they made it much more simple on the quarterback. The receivers ran a nice little rub route there, freed up Flanagan in the flats, pitch and catch, and he did the rest on his feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays in the third quarter. 6 plays here. The 15-play drive. And delay of game,
5-yard penalty
against the Monsters. Well, I don't think we had that on our bingo card for penalties tonight.
No, well.
Since this is their 4th offensive foul of the half, this will be a 10-yard penalty.
So it's now back to the 16-yard line, a 10-yard penalty.
And this is the number of penalties it needs to be in the offense for it to be a 10-yarder, but
I think it's 3, and they just got it. First and goal from the 16. Flowers in motion. Pass. Caught across the way by Thompson. And about the 13-yard line, tackled by Trey Taylor. I tried to find some background. I'm not sure. There was a Trey Taylor that played at Air Force, but I'm not sure. There were about 4 or 5. When you don't get the bios or the colleges from these teams, I spent a lot of time on Google this morning, and that was the best. In fact, I even have Air Force ? From the 13-yard line, 2nd and goal. Javante throws. Oh, he had a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone, but he overthrew Flanagan at the back of the end zone.
yeah, it was good coverage all the way through, and Flanagan found a weak spot in the zone. Miscommunication in the back end, and then Javante just sailed that one. Hard to do that for a 6'5 receiver.
Looked like that may have been Kevion Davis's responsibility on the coverage. So it's now 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. 10:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw. Catch made at the 10 by Thompson. He's fighting maybe to the 7-yard line, and it'll be 4th and goal from there. So it'll be 4th down and goal from the 7-yard line, a 6-yard reception.
Looks like we're going to see Michael Hall come out here.
I think this might be just his time. So from that's okay, the 7-yard line, 14. So it'd be a 22-yard field goal. Javante will get the snap and set it for the left-footed kicker Hall. The kick is good. 9:35 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Monsters have their first lead at 29-26. First field goal for Hall in his career. Well, let's see what the Renegades will do to answer. 9.5 minutes remaining. Back with more after this.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
My grandfather, Maurice Nieder, lived in Belgium during World War II and was desperate to escape Hitler's invasion. Using his gold coin collection, Maurice negotiated safe passage to America on a clipper ship for him and his family.
My name is Charles Nieder. We've owned Bayside Coin and Jewelry for over 33 years.
As one of just a few gold buyers in the state, recommended by the U.S. Mint, you can trust us to buy or sell your gold and silver.
Visit Bayside Coin and Jewelry in Bellingham.
Time, since the Renegades had it on a 4-down situation in the third quarter. There's the kick. It bounces around, taken out by the 5, and bringing it out to about the 10-yard line on the play is Trey Taylor. But the last offensive play for the Renegades was the 50-plus yard field goal try back in the third quarter. That was a 4-and-out. And here we are with 9 minutes. That was over a 10-minute drive consumed by that Monsters drive.
Yeah, it seems like this offense has kind of forgot what to do with the football. It's been a long time coming, even dating back to the first half. Only had 4 plays in the second half, as you just mentioned.
But also you're dealing here with Carl Robinson, who was the National Arena League MVP last year. Passed for 1,300 yards, rushed for 500 yards. He ran for 3 touchdowns in their title game against Omaha. Catch incomplete, and the deflection went right by Devin Randall, who is among the league leaders in interceptions.
Yeah, you can't fault Randall there for sitting back on that, or not wanting to sit back on that one. Went up to make a play, didn't expect it to go right through the receiver's hands. Must have hit him in the bad spot.
He's tied for second, Randall is, in interceptions with 7. So it's now 2nd and 10 for the Renegades from their own 10-yard line. 8.5 minutes or so remaining in this one, maybe more. 3 wide of the near side, pass, leaping catch by Davis, put into the wood at the 21-yard line by Randall, and it's enough for a first down. 11 yards on the reception to Zuri Davis.
Yeah, we haven't heard that name a lot tonight. It's been a lot of the other guys, Morrison, Burrell, but that's one guy you can't let get loose.
So it's at their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10, as they get a fresh set of downs. Beaumont 2-3 on the road this year. They were 2-4 at home. High motion man near side as Robinson breaks 1 tackle in the backfield. The catch made by Morrison near the Monster 20-yard line, and that's all the progress he will get, but it'll be a 9-yard gain for Darius Morrison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see why it was a good pitch and catch there. I could see why Dentorian Best was just on his backside barking at Tyler Downs because they had a full grasp of his jersey there, but no call, and we will play on.
So it's at the positive 20-yard line, the Monsters 20-yard line. 2nd down and 1. Davis in motion. Could he be the target? There is a catch made, hit at the 10, down at about the 8. The tackle made by Haynes on the catch there by Wilkerson. And it's another first down, 1st and goal from the Monsters' 7-yard line. So quickly after the Monsters grabbed a 3-point lead, the Renegades are threatening with 6 minutes remaining. Davis circles in motion to the far side. There's Robinson, right to Davis, touchdown in the end zone, in the back corner by the boards, and that didn't take long as they went 40 yards in 5 plays.
Yeah, we question the state of this offense. You're going to see on the replay here. Oh, looked like we had Cameron Peterson in the game at quarterback. Fired a bullet right there, straight off the bench.
I did not pick that up.
I didn't either until the replay, but he did a good job picking up that offense right where they left off.
Here's the kick by Byrne, good. A 4-point lead, 33-29.
Media.
And back with an interesting 6 minutes coming up after this. I did.
You feel that? You feel that? It's that AF1. You feel that? What? Run for the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies.
We move fast in Everett. Whether it's keeping your car clean or tearing up the AstroTurf, Tommy's Express is proud to sponsor your Washington Wolfpack. The heart, the hustle, and the pride of the Pacific Northwest. One team, one city, one community. After the final horn, roll through Tommy's Express and keep that ride as clean as the Wolfpack's game. Tommy's Express, official car wash of the Washington Wolfpack.
So now the Monsters find themselves down by 4. Bird's kick. And it's headed off the very bottom of the screen. It's anybody's ball. And who's got it? Looks like the Renegades may have it in the end zone for a touchdown. My, oh my. It clanged off the very bottom bracket. And when it does that, it can come off any kind of different ways. And I believe they're going with the touchdown here.
The ruling on the field is the ball hit off the rebound structure. Recovered by Beaumont in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaumont.
Beaumont with the touchdown. Didn't quite see who got it. There was a pile of bodies there.
Yeah.
Maybe was it Burrell? I don't know. So now it's 39-29.
Well, there's been 14 points on the board off this kickoff unit for the Renegades. Second kickoff of the game.
Right.
They recovered one in the end zone, a deuce from Byrne, and then that one right there.
Now trying to make it an 11-point lead is Byrne with the single point after. The snap, high snap, kick on its way, it's good. Wow. And now 40-29. And wow, all of a sudden things have turned the Renegades way back after this.
You feel that? This that AF1. What? Run for the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies. Woo.
We move fast in Everett. Whether it's keeping your car clean or tearing up the AstroTurf, Tommy's Express is proud to sponsor your Washington Wolfpack. The heart, the hustle, and the pride of the Pacific Northwest. One team, one city, one community. After the final horn, roll through Tommy's Express and keep that ride as clean as the Wolfpack's game. Tommy's Express, official car wash of the Washington Wolfpack.
Well, you know, in broadcasting, you can say, hey, didn't do that right, let's take two. Well, you can't do that in this game.
No.
Now here's another kickoff, and the Monsters have put Randall back there, who's averaged 19 yards a return. The kick hits the scoreboard, so the Monsters get it.
The ruling on the field is the ball hit an overhead structure. The ball will be placed
at their own 20-yard line, first and 10. Big old scoreboard like most arenas have, and a lot of the kickers, and I've seen it in those other arenas and here, will set that tee up one side or the other. That one just flat smacked it.
Yeah, Byrne got under that one a little bit too much, but he did his job on the one prior to that, so nonetheless.
So it'll be at the Monsters' 20-yard line with 5:10 and running remaining, and they're down by 11. And a first-time arena football watcher would say, what are those big yellow things for? Well, we have seen tonight what those big yellow things are for. Two wideouts near side, one short side across the way. Pass down for Flowers, has a touchdown. He got way behind the defender, Kevion Davis, and he ran under that. He had to put on a burst of speed, I believe, Jeter, to catch.
Holding. Offense, number 77.
Holding.
10-yard penalty.
Holding.
Hurlburt for it.
Holding.
It was a beautiful play.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, it was. So it'll be first down and 20 at their own 10-yard line. Oh, my. And the Renegades could wipe the perspiration off their forehead, say, woof. Flanagan wide to the near side. motion, circling over near side Flowers. There is Javante. He's looking for Flowers in double coverage, and it's incomplete. There was some contact between, that was Flanagan and Kevion Davis, but nothing was called, and it'll be 2nd and 20.
Yeah, he kind of boxed him out. Didn't get a clean chance to go up for his Flanagan. But Davis will get the pass break up there.
And now we're down to under 4 minutes remaining. And the Monsters down by 11. 3 wideouts near side, the snap of the ball. Javante throws it over the head, out of play for Thompson on the near wall at their own 20-yard line. That would have just got them back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and 20. And Beaumont's looking at the clock, every tick of the second of the clock going their way, every tick of the second going their way.
Yeah, Beaumont wants nothing more but to stay in Duluth for one more week.
And now here we go with under 3 minutes remaining on 3rd and 20. Javante fires over the head at midfield of Thompson. Carlos Thompson was the target, zipped right over his head. And it brings up 4th and 20. And there's a lot riding on this play right here.
McAllister's going to be coming in late in this one. If all 3 timeouts, now he's going to go back. But Flowers is coming off the field. Under 10 seconds going the play clock.
Down to 6, down to 5, and a timeout is called. It also stops the clock with 2:17 remaining.
30 seconds.
It'll be 4th and 20 coming up. And the Monsters know, while their playoff hopes are not in question, it's not really, you have a chance here to go 8-4 on the year, and instead you may be going 7-5. There's a little psychology in that.
Yeah, and with the chance that you might be playing this Beaumont team again, they're going to be feeling good coming into next week with a win against this team that'll be the 3 seed and a win on the road. Once it's the playoffs, everybody's 0-0.
Well, it's interesting. We talked during a commercial break how the Renegades jumped out to a 12-point lead less than 5 minutes into the game. That disappeared as the Monsters came back at 26-26. But all of a sudden now they're back up by double digits again with 2:17 remaining. Flanagan will be the high motion man, wide side of the field, the near side. He'll be in the slot. And either we have early motion or offsides. Coming across the line was John Griggs defensively. And they will talk it over, 3 of the 5 officials. And we'll hear the ruling from Tyler Downs. It's
offside, high motion man, number 7, half the distance to the goal, 4th down.
And it'll make it 4th and back to the 5-yard line it goes. 4th and 25. 4th and 25. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the short side across the way. Javante Johnson, the fullback, is Gunnar Hurlburt. And another penalty thrown, stopping the play, and I believe that's offsides. And that could be a 10-yard, well, you can't make it 10 yards from the 5, but you know what I mean. If it was out farther.
Certainly would be. You're going to get Flanagan again.
Wow. Clock is stopped with 2:16 remaining.
Offside. Offense. Number 7. Half the distance to the goal.
So at what point do we blame Flanagan or the center? Somebody's got to either tell Flanagan to slow down or the center to snap the football.
So call it the 2-yard line. 4th and 27. Why not? Make it a little more difficult. Well, I tell you. From the 2-yard line, and the game could be for the Monsters riding on this. Could also be riding positively for the Renegades. Javante from the end zone throwing. He's got Flanagan wide open. Makes the catch. Falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Monsters. Oh, my goodness.
Just like they drew it up.
48 yards. Do you believe it? And how did Flanagan get so open?
He's the motion man. He started on the left side, goes all the way to the right side. Miscommunication in the backside once again. It was Davis mixed up. They picked on him before and they got him again.
Yeah. Completely lost the coverage. 48 yards. And now you've got a 5-point game. They're going to go for 2. From the near hash mark. In motion, McAllister. Need these 2 through high. And going over the boards in the near corner is Thompson. So a 5-point game. And
flag now on the field.
And that may be unsportsmanlike somewhere. I thought we saw some jawing back and forth. Now on who? It'll depend on who it's against.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 69. Half the distance to the goal. Replay
Seemed
the
like
point
well
for
after
try.
the play was over, Johnson got popped. I didn't see it, but he ended up on the ground with his helmet off.
So they are called for roughing Javante Johnson. The ball goes to the 1-yard line on the point after try. Wow. That could make it a 3-point game, and then you start thinking, is it somewhere destined for Mr. Hall? But there's a lot of things that can happen between now and then.
Yep, the defense has got to do their job before we can talk about Mr. Hall. Claude Davis in the backfield, but it's a loaded box for him.
Thompson will be the man in motion on the near side. It's the short side of the field. Correction, they changed that. And it'll be McAllister across the way, slot far side. They're at the 1-yard line for a 2-point try. They gave it to Davis, and I don't think he got it. No good. 2 tries at a 2-point conversion. They go 0 for. Now we're getting some jawing. Kevion Davis getting in somebody's face there.
Yeah, Torrey Boyd put all of that 3:15 frame after the play on Trey Taylor. I'm astonished it wasn't a penalty.
No, there was not, surprisingly. 1:22 remaining. 1:22 left. Monsters trailing the Renegades 40-35. And now the pressure goes on the Renegades offense and conversely on the Monsters defense.
And it'll be curious which quarterback will be out there for the Renegades.
Should Byrne get a deuce here, that's a 7-point game. Think about that. And that's another thing that...
Oh, we'll have Hall, though. So if we can't get the 2-point conversion, can get a deuce.
That's right, Default. I'm thinking the other way around. I'm totally befuddled. A deuce would make it a 3-point game again. Duh.
Maybe they can pull the Renegades on the Renegade to get one off the crossbar, and that somehow the kickoff team can get a touchdown.
Deep is Morrison. They do not have an up man, really.
No, maybe they're expecting an onside kick here. You got to have the hands team out there. Don't want to risk anything.
So let's see what they ask Hall to do. He kicks it away, and it is short. Ooh. It goes under the bar, and the ball will come out to the 20-yard line.
Went below the bar. It'll be placed at the 20-yard line.
Good 5 feet or so under the bar.
Beaumont.
Yeah, Hall got a little bit of the tee there. The tee dribbled up to about the 2-3 yard line. Otherwise, it was a perfect kick. He had it lined up, but yeah, you mentioned it just short of the bar there for the deuce.
Kind of like hitting your drives fat at the golf course. Know about that. So it'll be at the Renegades 20-yard line, 1st and 10, 1:16 remaining in this game. It's a 5-point Renegade lead.
Should take us to the 1-minute break here. We do have Cameron Peters at quarterback here.
Peters staying in at quarterback. He started the season, played 2 games. I mean, it was Robinson that started the season. Peters has played the last 2 games. We have the 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back for a final dramatic minute after we take this timeout.
Beaumont has 3 timeouts remaining.
Again, it is the 1-minute warning. Please welcome the Minnesota Monsters and Seaweed.
You want soft?
Over the boards he goes.
Wrong building.
It is a touchdown.
This is Arena Football 1. Walls, speed, impact. This game doesn't slow down.
Touchdown, Wolfpack!
It closes in. 8 men, nowhere to run. Hockey speed, football violence. Don't blink, because in here, the ball never dies. Watch Arena Football 1 live all weekend long.
This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
1 minute remaining. Renegades have it at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10 with a 5-point lead. High man in motion to the near side. There's a quick little pitch to the near side where they find Morrison. Morrison takes it up to about their own 23-yard line. He picks up 3. 2nd down and 7. 2nd down, and the clock stops. And I'm not sure what the stoppage of the clock.
We had a timeout, Minnesota.
Okay.
One more remaining for the Monsters. Got to hold them on these downs here. First down pretty much seals it for the Renegades.
First down would be getting it to the Monster 20-yard line. Peters under center, 3 wideouts far side. Handoff.
Ball's loose.
Dive play. Ball came loose out of the hands of the running back Tapa, and they rule a fumble in the favor of the Monsters.
Well, here we'll see a challenge flag.
Oh,
They gotta.
no doubt.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Minnesota.
Tapa claiming it was
play is
down
under
on
further
contact with the turf. And inside of a minute, it's an automatic. It's not even a challenge. I think it's an automatic review anyways. They have 4 frames to look at in that computer down there with the in-house video system. Claude Davis wants to get a peek.
Yeah.
So does Meadow Lemon, director of game operations. They have to shoo Davis away.
Tapa said, well, if you get a look, Claude, I want one too.
And finally, back judge Kevin Hillman comes over to and
here we go.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
the fumble is upheld. Monsters have it with 49.1 seconds remaining. It'll be at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
One timeout remaining for the Monsters, but the tackle was made by Javante Haynes, picked up by Shaqui Holiness. Here we go.
Yo, baby. Or as Jackie Iglesias say, away we go, and we shall see. Only 49 seconds left. 2 wideouts far side, wide side of the field. Back to Javante, pass to Flanagan, wide, penalty marker thrown as the play was underway. And let's see what this, it's basically at the line of scrimmage. Lineman Leon Brown's pointing.
Illegal formation. Defense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. First
So
down.
it goes to their 20-yard line, and first down, 5 yards to go. A 5-yard penalty.
Need more cowbell here.
That's just what we need. Christopher Walken. Flanagan will be the high motion man, wide side across the way. In the backfield, Gunnar Hurlbert. He's alongside Johnson. Back to throw, Javante, pass, caught inside the 10-yard line by McAllister. McAllister makes the catch, and it's a first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, here we go. It seems like Ladarian McAllister's been the MVP of this game.
From the 9, 1st and goal. Down by 5. 3 wideouts across the way. Flanagan, the high motion man. Throw into the end zone. There's pass interference. There's got to be a flag there. He had a hand in the face.
There's one down on the field in the middle of the M. Flanagan,
there it is.
He got mauled.
There it is. I see it in the end zone. I thought it was some of the graphics.
Ball go to the 2-yard line.
I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Pass interference. Defense number 7. Since the foul occurred
in the end zone, the ball goes to the 2-yard line.
First down.
With 34.1 seconds remaining. At the 2. Wide out far side, motion slot far side. That's McAllister. Quick pitch, and Davis is tackled, and they're going to push him back, and the clock is running, and they got to stop it. Then they do. Where will they give him his motion? They tried the running play with Claude.
Timeout, Minnesota.
That's their final timeout, as
clock operator.
Jenner's been pointing out.
6 seconds on the game clock.
And they're going to give him, at the 6-yard line, a loss of 4. Second and goal from the 6. 26 seconds remaining. And you gotta get 6.
Now we're gonna get a timeout, Renegades.
Timeout, Beaumont. They're first. 30 seconds.
They're gonna take a 30-second timeout. They're first of the second half. That's where a challenge made by the Monsters that did not go their way in the second half has cost them a timeout, but that's neither here nor there. That's water past the dam. Somebody's digging deep to get the graphics on the big scoreboard up there. When you see the mad network TV anchorman from network, I'm as mad as and I'm not going to take it anymore. Well, they're getting the crowd up here at the 6-yard line, second and goal, with 26 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here at AMSOIL Arena. No drama.
None at all. There's a playoff spot on the line
for one team
and pride on the line for the other.
No doubt about that. From the far college hash mark, circular motion, Flanagan, 3 to the near side. Snap back, Javante, he's got to get rid of it, and he has to throw it away, because coming in strong on him was Matoria Fualelu. He was coming in like the guy that trespassed on the farmer's territory and said, you can trespass as long as you're faster than the bull.
Yeah.
And that was a bull coming at him.
Interesting to see. You got 2 plays to get it 6 yards. Got to get in the end zone. 22 seconds remaining. You just got to have enough mindfulness. If you don't get in the end zone, you cannot spike the football, because then there'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah. Third and goal from the 6 of the Renegades. McAllister in motion near side. The pass. Touchdown, McAllister. Quick pass, quick score. McAllister, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Flag flies after the play, but that's not going to help. I don't know what's going to be the call here, but yeah, you mentioned it. Ladarian McAllister, the Mac attack goes for 3 with 18.2 remaining.
And it is a 1-point lead at 41-40. Well, if you get the 2-pointer, you have a 3-point lead, and it gives the Renegades a field goal opportunity maybe to tie it.
You got to go for 2 here. That's why this penalty is going to be so big.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Number 12, Minnesota, his first of the game. That 10-yard penalty will be banked till the succeeding spot after the throw.
10-yard penalty. It's on McAllister for unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration.
It said it'll be banked, so is it going to be enforced on the kickoff?
Yeah.
That's kind of best case scenario depending on the chance of this PAT.
Listen to this crowd.
I don't get the point. I don't know why you don't go for 2. This extra point does nothing for you.
First time, this is their first season at AMSOIL, their 6th game here, and this is the loudest we've had a crowd here. And it'll be Hall trying the point after for a 2-point lead. And it is good. Now, maybe you can get the deuce from Mr. Hall. The lead is 42-40, 18.2 seconds remaining. Wow.
Renegades have 2 timeouts remaining, and the biggest thing is the 10-yard penalty in the bank for this kickoff. Deuce, best case scenario.
So that's what you're hoping for. Meanwhile, I guarantee you, down in Beaumont, Port Arthur, Texas, down there, they're not looking very happily on at what's going on here, but this is the wildness of arena football.
I'm blown away by that decision to kick the extra point. But nonetheless, you got a dangerous return man in the backfield in Dontrell Morrison. He's brought some out already deep into the Monsters territory.
Well, and he had the one that was 35 all at Washington, and he ran it all the way back to give them the win at Washington, which in the tiebreaker would be the victory. It is off the screen, bounces out to the 5, to the 10, to the 12-yard line on the return by Kirkwood.
They'll go up to the 22 with the penalty.
The banked foul from the previous unsportsmanlike conduct foul will be added to the end of the run.
To the end of the run, we'll add that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. 14 seconds remaining. Fans in Duluth, you got any fingernails left? Maybe the case down in Beaumont as well. But the stakes are much higher for the Renegades.
2 timeouts remain for the Renegades. Biggest thing too, the special teams kicking unit has had a rough night so far. So even if they do get into field goal range, it's a hostile environment.
Yep. Here we go from their own 22-yard line. This is the loudest we've heard a crowd here at AMSOIL this year.
The backup quarterback nonetheless.
And he is sacked.
Ball's loose.
Ball comes loose. Monsters have it, recovered by Claude Davis as Peters was spun to the turf. Now a penalty marker. That's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, but the fumble will likely stand up.
See on the replay here.
Hard to see because the camera angle was pulled back a little farther than probably you'd like to see a closer angle on it.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by Minnesota. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Minnesota number 9, his first of the game.
Claude Davis got the unsportsmanlike.
The previous play is
and with 4 seconds remaining,
timeout.
The fumble by Peters recovered by the Monsters.
It was Shai Hill and Shaquille Holiness combining for that sack there. Hill went low, Holiness knocked it free.
Well, that's the core of the defensive line that has really carried this defense for the Monsters, allowing the fewest points of any team in the league. They are reviewing it right down below. Tyler Downs, umpire Ryan Townsend are looking at angles we do not have. But it is under review with 4 seconds remaining. There is a look at them from one of our cameras.
After review, The ruling on the field is upheld. Minnesota ball, 1st and 10.
Well, that should do it with 4 seconds remaining. What a stretch. The Monsters with 2 touchdowns in the last minute and 22 seconds.
And how about this defense making plays when you need it the most? The biggest one with the forced fumble by Javonte Haynes with 47 seconds to go that eventually led to that go-ahead touchdown to McAllister.
Monsters down by 11, got the ball with 5:10 remaining. Flanagan on that unbelievable 4th down, 48-yard reception. The 2-pointer no good. There is Javonte going down to a knee. And are they going to stop it with their last timeout? Clock is stopped with 1.8 seconds remaining. And then after the Tampa fumble.
Since Minnesota did not gain positive yardage, the clock
they have Eric Phoenix in the backup quarterback and nearly cost him. He fumbled the snap.
Wow.
Yeah, if anything could go bad, that was it right there.
Phoenix just played here for Kentucky a couple of weeks ago. 1.8 seconds remaining. And this time he tried to advance it. The clock runs out. This game is all over. Unbelievable. The Monsters finished the year 8-4. The Renegades, bless their hearts, finished 4-8. And it ends up costing them postseason play. So we will welcome Washington back to AMSOIL Arena next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, for the quarterfinal round playoff. The winner will take on one of the top 2 seeds the following weekend. There's some broken-hearted Renegades down there.
They left it all out there. They had it and just kind of fumbled it away.
Looking at Sidney Jones being consoled there.
Trevor
Stewart trying to console his line mate. Folks, it wasn't the prettiest game you'll ever see in arena football, but it was maybe one of the wildest games as the Monsters wind up with 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes, erasing an 11-point lead and winning it 42-40 to close out the regular season here at AMSOIL. And they will take on the Washington Wolfpack. For all you Wolfpack fans watching, well, we'll be with you next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, with that quarterfinal round playoff from AMSOIL Arena. Washington was just here, losing 66-42 last week. The Monsters, with those 4 remaining home games, win the last 3.
Yeah.
Losing to Michigan 41-34, and then beating Kentucky one-sidedly. The win over Washington, and the win here tonight, a thriller over Belmont. We hope you have enjoyed the broadcast on Home Team Network and YouTube. For Jenner Graff, I'm Tom Stalker. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of the weekend. Good night, everybody.